Well, hello everybody. Karen Sherwood here. Welcome to my kitchen this morning. I am making what I am calling my longevity chocolates or autophagy boosting chocolates. And I am actually doing this week a 5-day fasting mimicking diet, which is very high fat, very low protein, and very low carbohydrate. And the idea with a fast is we don't want to really disturb insulin levels. We want to keep the blood sugar down or at a very, very even keel, hence the high fat, which is actually great for satisfying hunger, keeping energy through the day. So it's really great if you've never fasted before to start with a fasting mimicking type diet and just see how you feel, because you can reap a lot of the benefits of not eating anything at all. So we can, I can tell you more about autophagy actually on Instagram. NutriYogi is where I'm starting to talk about these things a lot more. So you can always visit me there for that. But for today, I want to just show you how to make really healthy chocolates at home. This is actually going to be kid friendly too, because Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm going to make a little batch for them too, using very, very minimal ingredients. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients that I use for my chocolates. So I want to start with, this is Wild Foods. I actually ran out, but this is just the regular good old cacao fat wafers. And this you can use as a base. You could use this as a base for beauty products people have used. You can use it as little fat bombs for your coffee. And of course you could use it for baking and things like this. So we are going to start with this. This is going to be, I actually added a little bit more than a cup of this because I'm doing extra for the kids. But in a normal recipe that makes 12 of these little silicone guys, if you don't have silicone bakeware, I highly recommend it because it's really great just to pop them in the freezer and everything just pops right out of there. Each one of these is going to be 2 tablespoons of the chocolate liquid, and then it freezes up really nicely. And I'll show you what they look like at the end. For the sake of the recipe, it's really just about 1 cup of these just to get started. But as I said here, it's a little bit more. So we're starting out with this. And also, now we're going to be doing this on a little double boiler. I'll show you my little makeshift double boiler that I have. But really, you're just melting all these ingredients together. However you want to get them together is totally up to you. The other ingredient I'm going to do is 2 tablespoons of coconut oil that has been melted, or liquid coconut oil. And then for your chocolate, you can do one of 2 things. This, also from Wild Foods, is my Cocoa Tropic, which is amazing because it's raw chocolate powder, but then it also has some mushroom extract in here, wild chaga, reishi, and then maca and turmeric. So it's really got that nice little superfood punch. Another idea is, also from the same company, they do raw cacao powder, and then you can just go ahead and add your own turmeric or your own maca or even a greens powder of some sort that you want, just to sort of boost the nutrition in the chocolates if you want, or you can just leave it out totally, right? Totally up to you. Other ingredient is, where is it? It's some good old-fashioned sea salt, just a few pinches of that. And this can be to taste. I highly recommend either pink Himalayan sea salt. This is a local company called Duxbury Salt Works that I use. It's a little bit coarser, but I really like the taste of the salt with the chocolate. And then for a sweetener, I've tried coconut sugar with these, but I gotta say it doesn't really dissolve all that well. So then you end up getting like 1 chocolate out of the batch that's got a ton of sugar, and then the rest of them don't. But I also love Manuka honey. So for my chocolates, this makes, again, like I said, 12 of these with 2 tablespoon servings. I use 1 teaspoon of the honey because I have found this does not raise my blood sugar because it's so little, but I'm satisfying the sweet craving. So for the kids, I might add a little bit extra, but you know, if you are testing blood sugar, I would go ahead and test it just to see, make sure your blood sugar is not really going up. You don't want it. I like to see under 90, of course. Usually anywhere between 70 and 90, you want to keep it. So the honey is a great option for a sweetener. A little bit of vanilla extract also works here. If the cocoa butter wafers are melting, you can go ahead and just turn off the stove, and then the rest of it will just melt on in. And then once it cools just a little bit, we're going to put it in teaspoonfuls into my little silicone mold. You could do little muffin tins if you want. And then they go in the freezer. Okay, so these have been frozen, and I'm gonna just start, because here's my little wrappers. I've never done this before, but we're gonna give it a whirl. So I'm gonna just start with some really small little cutouts like this, and then wrap them up And if they don't work, then I'll just make them fancy in another way, and then I'll take it this way. Would you like to try a Valentine chocolate? Oh my goodness.
Can you open it?
Can you open it? What do you think?
Yummy.
Is it yummy?
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yay!